Welcome to the virtual bus tour of the Riverina, the Society of Precision Agriculture Australia and Riverina Local Land Services, through funding provided by the Australian Government's National Land Care Program, are developing a series of videos focusing on farmers and their precision ag activities.
So all of our crops rely on irrigation, and so it's about 1,500 hectares of actual irrigation. And this year we've got about 700 hectares of cotton in. We've also got then corn, popcorn, and then we've got fallow area. We've just got to become more efficient, and we've got to ensure we stay sustainable. For example, we haven't sprayed insects in field in these cotton crops. We think that's a good move for sustainability. Variable rate nitrogen application, so we're reducing our overall nitrogen use, and therefore reducing what potential of what might go to the atmosphere. Everything's timed properly, and we just get our practices right and to manage the soils, so we continue farming into the future. In terms of risk management, the main thing we do is we don't rely on one crop. So we've got 2 summer crops, being corn and cotton, in rotation. We then also have a winter mix thrown in there as well.
The variable rate equipment we use on the farm here in conjunction with the cotton starts at sowing. We're all on 8 row here, and we're also implementing variable rate seeding already to deal with lighter soil types that may not get as good of establishment as the heavier soil types we've got here on the farm. Prior to that, we variable rate all our gas. We're anhydrous ammonia users here, so that's all variable rated for nitrogen prior to sowing. And then we go through to sowing. Our PICS applications via a self-propelled boom are all variable rate to deal with higher sort of robust sort of areas that might require more mepicquat chloride compared to some lighter areas that don't require as much. All our cotton pickers are all equipped with John Deere mapping and yield data collection software. We started adopting PA with the cotton probably 5 years ago. We already had the software, and the resources out there to be able to use from the tractor and people locally. It was just a matter of just putting our heads together and really utilising that information. And we process our own data. We do outsource some of the irrigation telemetry work, but mainly for all the yield data and DVI imagery. Any of the variable rate prescriptions we do are all based internally. By adopting PA, I think we have seen a big increase in productivity here on the farm, especially with total fertiliser use, total chemical use. We see it as not a matter of applying more to certain areas, but probably redistributing the total amount of product we're applying to the total paddock. For some of the poorer areas that really are just never really going to perform, and where they're throwing nitrogen and water at it, to identify those areas and cut the nitrogen use back on those areas and redistribute to better, more improving areas. We find it's been a big improvement for here on the farm. In regards to increasing profits, precision ag, basing it around water use efficiencies, with the irrigation telemetry we've been able to find that we can manage our water a lot better. With the help of My John Deere and JD Link, we're able to send the performance analysis of those 4 pickers to the internet, where we can analyse fuel consumption, hours of transport, hours of idle, hours of working, and we run that through mid-season so we can work out what machines are working better than others for the second half of the picking season. Then we can improve the efficiencies of those 4 pickers. Advice I'd give to other cotton growers wanting to adopt precision ag, the first thing will be that it's going to have to be picked with a cotton picker, which is going to have the ability to collect yield data. If you can collect yield data, following year you can identify weak areas. They're the areas you can build up to increase your efficiencies. Irrigation telemetry has been a big one that we've focused on over the last few years. Optimising water use has been a big factor for us here on the farm. For anyone getting into cotton, getting into moisture probes, IRRISAT, any other aerial sort of imagery is something that I'd highly recommend.
Precision Ag is bringing technology and innovation to the farmer and guiding you to farming success. To find out more about Precision Ag and its economic and environmental benefits, visit spaa.com.au.